Warning: the opinions expressed in this video do not represent YouTube, associations, agencies, nor any particular individuals. They are merely from a team assembled trying to pass the boredom of everyday life. Some explicit content may occur in this or future presentations. Viewer discretion may be advised. But ignore it if you're into that thing.
Hey everybody, I'm Wild Man Wes.
And I'm your Big Bad Wolf Benny.
And welcome to Shocktoberfest on the Wild Wolf Show, Day 15. We have a classic for you. We have The Exorcist.
Ooh, that's garnered as one of the scariest movies of all time.
What an excellent day for this episode. Well, the movie is based off the novel by William Peter Blatty, and it's about a little girl named Reagan, who unfortunately gets possessed by a demon, spirit.
It's a demon, the demon Pazuzu.
Pazuzu, yeah. Pazuzu.
How I busted
Pazuzu!
How I busted that name out of I'll never know what.
It's alright. But, while this is going on, we also have a priest named Damien who is dealing with his faith, not knowing exactly if he really wants to be a part of it.
Yeah,
but
he's a boxer, so it's a little weird, but hey.
Well, there's a lot of priests that do boxing.
Yeah, it's a good way to defend yourself, and it's a good way to stay in shape.
Well, anyways, Damien goes to see Reagan as she's having these issues, and after she is well aware, or, pretty much possessed, they talk to a man named Father Marin, who comes and performs an exorcism to get the demon out of little Reagan. That's pretty much the movie.
Yeah, we don't want to go into too much detail. You know how we hate ruining it for you.
Yeah, most of you have probably seen this movie.
I mean, it's The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess
most of the people that probably haven't seen it, they're just too scared.
Yeah. I guess we can just jump into what we like, what we don't like, and give it a grade.
I like the story. I really do. I mean,
and it's one of those movies too that has based on a true story on it, and it's not to a T, but there's stories throughout history where children or people have been possessed by demons or spirits. Yeah. It's kind of hard to verify if they are possessed by something, or if they're just maybe schizophrenic or have multiple personalities, all that good stuff. So it's hard to tell. So that's why it should be. When they say based on a true story, what they really mean is loosely based on a true story. And I know everybody sees it and sees that based on a true story thing in the movie, like, oh my God, that really happened.
It could happen here.
Yes.
Right now.
Not saying that stuff doesn't exist. I mean, if you've seen my horrific corner, I've talked about monsters and creatures before. So there's a possibility they're real. There's a possibility it's all in our heads. So we'll just say tit for tat, something along the lines of a little girl acting strange, doing crazy things happened. And priests were called in because that's just what people did. They didn't know how to deal with it probably at the time period, so that's what they did. So that's what we're going to go with.
Right on.
Right on. Okay, what I liked, obviously, the acting in it's phenomenal. I mean, what's Reagan's real name? Linda Blair, thank you. Great actress. I mean, she's a little girl in this. She did a great job. I mean, for some of the stuff, obviously they had to use stunt doubles and stuff like that because it's a little girl and they can't put her in some of those situations saying some shit she said.
Yeah. Max von Sydow was Father Marin.
Oh, God.
He wasn't even that old.
No.
They aged him up.
They aged him up a little bit.
Because if you watch that movie and then you look at Flash Gordon, you can tell that
an age difference.
He looked younger in Flash Gordon in a way.
And that came out after.
Yeah.
So,
about 8 years almost.
But anyways, there's more good stuff. Obviously, some of the demonology lore that they use in the movie is pretty good because it's actually ancient Christian methods they use to expel spirits, demons. So that's pretty cool to me just because they actually did the research on some of the stuff. Some of the prayers they did was in Latin, which for some reason that's the universal language for evil spirits, demons, monsters, stuff like that. But hey, we all have our little problems.
Yeah.
I mean, anything else good you want to talk about? I mean,
like the way, and it's not. I wouldn't say necessarily special effects. I mean, they do have a couple things like Reagan's head spinning around,
her doing the spider crawl up down the stairs.
Even though that didn't make the original cut, or
No.
the final cut.
But still, seeing it in the special features and the scenes is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, just like how they went about just some of the effects in general, like Reagan levitating off the bed. I mean, some of the ways how they did it very primitive at the time because this was what, like 1972, give or take. So a lot of effects. I mean, you had to work with wires. You had to work with
I tell you what. So everybody wants to dog that stuff, but you know what? One of my very wise teachers once told me, you know what? The simplest thing is the best thing. Why? It's easy to do, and you know it works. So, very wise teacher I had there. He's simpler the better. I mean, hey, if it works, it's not broken, don't fix it.
And for this movie at the time, it worked very well.
Oh, God, it was scary. Like I said, for a long time there, this was considered one of the scariest movies that you can see.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, that's saying something for it. It's a very good movie, very good story. Oh, the sequel, I mean, I can't tell you a year that's gone by where they haven't done a movie sort of based on an exorcism. So, I mean, it's a scary scenario.
Pretty much.
Now let's jump into the parts that maybe weren't so good.
You take the lead on this one.
Let's see. Maybe, I think the only thing that really bothered me was the ending. Don't want to ruin it for you, but you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen it, how they get rid of the demon. That's the only part that bothered me.
Okay.
So, I mean, I like that Reagan gets saved. You know, poor little girl went through a lot. So, they did save her. And she, I mean, at the end, you can see her face is kind of still scarred up. You know, but she's got a good attitude. She's going to get better. But just the way how the demon was taken out of her, where it went, and how they finally got rid of it.
Yeah.
It kind of bothered me.
Okay. I mean, for me, I didn't really, hate that too much.
It's not that I hated it. It's just the way they did it, like, would that really get rid? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what
I'm saying.
I mean,
so
you never know.
Like I said, I'm not an expert on that stuff. I just I know a little bit about a lot of stuff.
I gotcha.
So that's what I'm going with.
For me, I really didn't. There's not anything that I really didn't like about this movie. I mean, the pace was fine. The only thing that I have a problem with, and it's not even about the movie, like the story or the acting at all. It's a personal thing, like the aftermath, because there have been movies that deal with religious connotations and supernatural, that like evil forces that no one should ever be touching on, even for a movie. And unfortunately, whether it was during the film or after the film, some of the actors and crew members actually passed away in unfortunate and crazy accidents. And and with the original Poltergeist, the same thing happened. One of the actresses was murdered by her boyfriend. I mean, it's unfortunate, but
guys, like I always say, there are, whether you believe it or not, there are forces out there that are beyond our comprehension. If you come across something with it, just be smart and don't play with it. Because yes, maybe
which that reminds me of a movie that we'll be doing later on in this series. But
just leave it alone, because you know what? Maybe you don't believe in it, and maybe nothing will happen. But there's always that. If it does happen, do you really want to unleash this dark force onto the world?
Let it go.
What did we learn from last year when this guy lost a hand for a little bit? We don't touch dark forces anymore.
We don't tempt evil spirits.
No, you're gonna lose.
No.
So I guess we can just give this movie a grade.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to be very biased on this one because it's been one of my favorites of all time for horror. I mean, not necessarily my all-time favorite.
No, but it's always in the top.
I'm giving this one an A+.
I'm going to give this one a solid A.
Okay.
Like I said, for the most part, great movie. Just how they got rid of the demon at the end of the movie has always kind of bothered me. But anyways, guys, this has been, what, day 15? Day 15.
Yep.
About halfway through our shooting schedule. Oofa.
I know, right?
It's been fun so far. We still got a lot more content for you, so make sure you stick around.
Oh, yeah.
And as always, guys, make sure you share this with your friends, your family. Leave us a little like button. Hell, leave us a dislike button.
And as always, push the red button. Don't forget to ring that bell for instant notifications so you don't have to wait around your computer or mobile devices for when the next segment comes up.
That's very true. It's very convenient.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, YouTube.
Exactly. Well, other than that, I'm Wildman Wes.
And I'm your Big Bad Wolf Benny.
And we'll see you tomorrow on day 16 of the Wild Wolf Show's Shocktoberfest.
Sleep tight.
Pleasant dreams.
Ah, come on, Wes. Answer the door. Dude, answer the door. Do you hear me? I'm having a weird time out here, man. Answer the door. Dude, are you there?
Hiya, Daddy.
Ah,